Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
The bright lights of Broadway just to the east of us, and we are under the lights as well at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here come the Jets to take over. Led at quarterback by a man back to full health in season number 20 now, and his second one in New York, and that's Aaron Rodgers.
And I can't help but chuckle as we look at last year's stats for Aaron Rodgers. 0 for 1, no touchdowns, no interceptions. I can't believe that we're looking at a stat line like that, but remember, he only played 4 plays. The Jets know that will not be a stat line for this year, and they can't wait to see the old numbers replace the ones you're seeing there.
And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made at about the 38. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Good play there to pick up a first down for Conklin, and he's coming off the season where he topped the 600-yard mark for the first time in his career. He's become a reliable presence since arriving in New York.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's Dorian Williams who got there for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Third down and 13. Rodgers now to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Allen now looks to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up second down. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Javon Kinlaw busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
After the sack, you could understand him maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish, but he looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that first down in the process. To the air, Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run for the first time with James Cook. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. In motion, Hollins. Here's Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now Allen. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence, and he doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game, and who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now Allen. throw is going to be incomplete. Finally, an incompletion. He was 5 of 5 before that last throw to start this game.
So he is human. All right, so we found out after the way he began, okay, he can have an incompletion here or there. But I love what they've done right from the word go. They just need to pay it off with a touchdown now.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing now is Allen. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
Yeah, that's a good start to drive number 2. Remember, they had to punt the first time they had it. So maybe a little bit different sense of purpose here, and they start out with a nice gain and a quick 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll have a Jets 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
And it didn't take long for Hall to remind everyone just how special a player he is. He totaled nearly 1,600 yards from scrimmage a season ago, and he appears to be picking up right where he left off as he moves the chains for this offense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And check down complete to Hall. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. Second and 9. Now Rodgers. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now it's Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting them 1st downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the 1st down.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now Rodgers. Touchdown Jets. Tyler Conklin from 3 yards out. And the Jets go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Allen. Throw left side, complete. That's Cook. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Allen. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
In motion, Hollins. From midfield, here's Allen. And complete, right side to Cook. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Aaron Rodgers and the Jets back out there. The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. To throw, it's Rodgers. Wilson snags it left side. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll run with Hall. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you got the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. Straight ahead is Hall. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Rodgers now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another 1st down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
They'll give to Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. in search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Here's Rodgers. That is caught. And some room to roam now. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 33. To throw is Rodgers. Finds Lazard quickly on the slant. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Rodgers going to throw. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. This from 25 yards out. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. And they can't bring him down. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Here's Allen. Completes it to Coleman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
He's able to get it to Coleman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this second quarter. They're moving it pretty good, and that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another first down.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Now Allen. And his throw is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
2nd and 10. Cook up the gut. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
To the air, Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On play action, Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. A very solid gain of 27.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
In motion, Hollins. Now Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Keon Coleman from 21 yards away. And the Bills are back within a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this third quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points, and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Jets offense and Aaron Rodgers getting set for their next drive. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. Still on his feet, and finally down at the 32-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. And that's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Samuel in motion. And again, it's Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Allen setting up the screen for Cook. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
2nd down and goal. Allen under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10. Back to throw. Allen. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 10 yards out. And the Bills have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Well, Charles, I think you and I both agree these guys were outplayed in that first half, and the scoreboard reflected that, but they've come out since halftime. They've looked like a different team.
And it makes you wonder what was said and done in that locker room because they've made some nice adjustments and they're executing better. I think they got some fiery guys on that sideline that had a few things to say at the half, and now they've come out with a vengeance.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this 3rd quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. Yep. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. Here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1. To throw, it's Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Here is 3rd and 5. Now Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They really struggled in the first half, but they've made some adjustments looking better in the second half. But sometimes do we overanalyze? Is it always adjustments, or sometimes is it guys just sticking better to the game plan?
I think the latter, and I love how you brought that up, because we always want to credit, oh, they adjusted here and they made this change there. Sometimes it's just executing what they worked on in practice all week much better. In this case, I think it's a combination. They found a different part of their playbook, and it's working really well for them.
Working extremely well at this point. From the 27, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And Knox is going to have a Bills first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards that time. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. In motion, Hollins. From the gun, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Allen to throw once more. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Coleman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. In motion goes the tight end. snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Samuel in motion. Now Allen again. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Throwing now is Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bills get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just two scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. That time, a 9-play drive, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a two-score deficit. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
The Jets on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. Well, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset. They'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. In motion, Hollins. Here's Allen. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To the air, Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Rodgers now to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Allen now looks to throw. This one complete to Coleman. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
Here's Allen to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Option play. Here's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
In motion, Hollins. To throw, it's Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
In motion, Hollins. On play action, Allen. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. Allen. Flushed out right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls, because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play.
And Cook will get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Bass on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The New York set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Wilson's got it complete. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Going right back to Wilson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Running left, it's Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. The Bills offense and Keon Coleman set to take over once again. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary. Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Now Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And with that pass, CD, he's now over 400 yards in the game. And even in a pass-first league, that is still a tough benchmark to hit.
And all week leading up to this one, all we read, heard about was the confidence he had that he could put up big numbers. Kudos to him for coming out here with that belief in himself and for making it happen.
And again, it's Allen. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was James Cook finishing things off with a touchdown catch. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Jets offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Here's Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Man open left side, it's Williams. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Second and a couple. Rodgers to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I think there defensively, they were so intent on stopping the run that they kind of got caught out of position. This is just a simple pitch and catch for a first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Rodgers. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. And again, it's Rodgers. Touchdown! Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like Yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.